find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Wait.
Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
13.
On 3rd third down. They're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Garoppolo. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Pierce. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Touchdown! Chris Manhertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Lawrence going to throw again. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Vikings come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. And they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, stop. Hey, Charlie.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Once good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
21.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
11.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. To throw is Garoppolo. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And the Vikings are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
In motion left, the tight end. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was.
And oh, it's blocked. And the Vikings have got it. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's a second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. .158 left to play till we hit halftime. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo gets this one to use check. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They force him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they work this right upfield across the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, hold it.
Lawrence. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's caught at the 25. And it takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
For the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Butker now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Here's Lawrence. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Now Lawrence. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. Touchdown, Vikings. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Fielded just inside the 30.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
64, block it.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, stop.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Troutman.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Caden Smith from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the a touchdown. Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Now Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it. Still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
21.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Their catch, a gain of 25 yards. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
Check.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On play action, Lawrence.
They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hey, exit.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Lawrence will throw.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on second down, Garoppolo. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. This might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll take this down to the 33. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 26. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, it's complete to McCaffrey. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo.
Gets it to Burks.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Garoppolo.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Garoppolo to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Garoppolo toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Butker's kick here is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcomes in depth for much of this game, every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Vikings, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss.
And they will be back home